Alright, so before we even get started today, I'm willing to take a risk and bet that there'll be two types of people watching this video today. I mean, right now. It's either you are one of my very few subscribers who are probably wondering what in the world is a LePro3, or you already know what the phone is and you just want to see it crush the Sony. And with that being said, intro please. Well, hello world, my name is Josue. Well, not really, I wish I was that cool. My name is just Jose. And this is another episode of Tech Battles where I not only review, don't dare call me a reviewer, but I compare the best tech out there just for your amusement. And it is time for you to learn something new today. So today we're going to be comparing the Sony XperiaX versus the LeEco LePro3. That name sounds so cool. LeEco LePro3. That's awesome. Alright, so if it is your very first time watching one of my videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with some cool tech battles. And for the rest of you guys, for the rest of my people, you already know the drill. Make sure you hit that vote button so you can vote. And comment below letting us know why you picked your choice. And I hope you're ready because I'm ready, so let's go. So let's kick it off with the design. The LePro3 is dressed in a metal body that will absolutely love your fingerprints. Here you have a dual fire speaker at the bottom, and when combined with the earpiece on the top, it will produce some nice stereo sound. You have a nice and fast fingerprint sensor conveniently located on the back of the device. And wait a second, where is it? Oh, that's right, there is no headphone jack this time. Sorry, Jack. What are the dimensions? Well, the phone is 5.9 inches tall, 2.9 inches wide, and has a thickness of 0.30 inches, and it's sitting at just 6.17 ounces. Okay, so it's Sony's turn. And here you have a plastic construction with a power button on the side that is supposed to have a fingerprint reader, but I couldn't find it on the settings for some reason. You also have two speakers configuration on the front that will produce that stereo sound that we all love. And talking about sound, where is it? Oh, there is Jack. Hi, Jack. What are the dimensions? Well, the phone is 5.6 inches tall, 2.7 inches wide, and 0.31 inches thick, coming at just 5.40 ounces. Alright, so next up is display, and here you'll find some very similar features. The LePro3 has a 5.5 inch display with a resolution of 1080 by 1920. That's nearly 403 pixels per square inch. The Sony features a 5-inch display, and it is also rocking a resolution of 1080 by 1920. And the pixel density here comes at 441 pixels per square inch. Alright, well, what about the camera for your pictures? The Sony XperiaX is rocking an impressive 23 megapixel camera, and that, my friends, is the highest number I've seen on the channel so far. Up front, you will find a 13 megapixel camera for your selfies, and that's also a very impressive number. The LePro3 is rocking a 16 megapixel camera on the back, and up front you shall find an 8 megapixel camera. Now let's talk about the hardware that powers the phones. On the LePro3 you will find a 2.35 GHz quad-core Snapdragon 821. Boy, that was a mouthful. And when it comes to the memory, there are two different configurations you can get on the market. You could get 32 or 64 gigabytes of memory with 4 gigabytes of RAM. And there's also an option for 6 gigabytes of random access memory with 64 or 128 gigabytes of memory, which could be expanded up to 256 gigabytes. There's also a dedicated graphics unit, the Adreno 530 in this case, that is powering the very vibrant screen. Well, what about the Sony? Here you have an Exo-core Snapdragon 650 clocking in at just 1.4 GHz. The screen in this case is powered by the Adreno 510. Now when it comes to the memory, you have the option of having 32 or 64 gigabytes of internal storage. Both of them will have only 3 gigabytes of RAM, and you also have the option of expanding the internal memory with the micro SD card up to 256 gigabytes as well. So for our last segment, we will compare the powerhouse powering both devices. Under the metal on the LePro3, you will find an impressive 4070 milliamp hour battery. This, my friends, is the highest number I've seen on the channel so far for a battery. Now the Sony is powered by a smaller battery coming at just 2620 milliamp hour. Hi. If it is your first time, no. It's your LePro3. Hoping I'm saying that right, but it sounds good though. LeEco LePro3. LePro3. The subscribe button is right there if you want to click that. I'll really appreciate it. I hope. Yeah. Alright my friends, that is all I have for you today. See you on the next episode of Tech Battles, and until then, well, enjoy.